Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, The Explicit Tutorials. Please, as you are watching this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Once you subscribe and I upload a new content, you'll be notified by YouTube. And we are still discussing gas laws, giving all the various laws that are associated with gases, and we have videos and calculations already. If you know you have not watched the previous videos, I will advise you to do so for a better understanding. Now, before I do justice to these questions on the board, let me appeal with us regarding something. Please, before you download my videos on YouTube, please try to watch it, even if it's 2 times or once. Because if you are downloading my videos without watching them, you are not helping me at all. You are telling me that I'm wasting my time. Because before YouTube starts paying a YouTuber, there's a maximum watch hour such person is to reach or attain. So if you are downloading the videos without watching, you are not helping me at all. Please at least try to watch it first. Thanks for your understanding. All right, so let's do justice on the two questions we have on the board. Please, before you start solving questions on gas laws, whenever the question is asked, you should try to relate the parameters given or the variables given. I told us there are three variables used in gases: volume, pressure, and what? Temperature. So whenever a question is given, you should be able to tell yourself, should I use Boyle's law, Charles law, or other laws associated with what? Gases. Now let's try what we have on the board. I think we understand it better that way. If the volume of a gas is reduced to two-thirds of its original volume, while the temperature is kept constant. So which of the gas laws is the temperature kept constant? That is what? Boyle's law. Boyle's law states that the volume of a given mass of a gas is what? Inversely proportional to its what? Pressure, right? Provided that the temperature is kept constant. So which means that in Boyle's law, it is the temperature that is kept constant. If the volume has an inverse relationship with pressure, what does that tell you? It means that as the volume reduces, the pressure what increases. Now this question we are not solving. It said if the volume of a gas is reduced, that is, it has decreased to two-thirds of its original volume, while the temperature is kept constant, what will happen to the pressure? The answer is simply that the pressure will increase because the volume has what? Decreased. I believe that is understood enough, and that is what? Boyle's law. Number two, a gas occupies, and of course, you know that Boyle's law shows the relationship between volume and pressure, right? Volume and pressure at constant temperature. Take note of that. A gas occupies a volume of 400 milliliter at a pressure of 750 millimeter mercury. If the pressure is changed to 4/10 of its initial volume, what is the new volume of the gas? Assuming constant what? Temperature. What does that tell you? Boyle's law. And if you know you are not on my WhatsApp group, you can chat me up on this number. Just send me a direct message so I will add you up to my WhatsApp group. Very, very important. Now, what do you do first? Write out the formula, which is P1V1 equals what? P2V2. Now, if you are given this kind of question on the day of your exam, don't hyperactively start solving. Look at the options. If the options are given, because we are looking for the volume, right? It said, okay, said, what is a new volume? So we are looking for what? One of the volumes. One of the volumes was given as what? Was given in milliliter. If the options are in milliliter, then you are not converting. So you are safe. But if the options are in liter, what do? You have to convert from milliliter to liter. In doing that, what will you do? You divide this value by what? 1000. Which means that P1, from what we have on the board, it said P1 is the initial pressure, which means the pressure given as the first one. So we have 750 millimeter what? Mercury. What about V1? What is V1 now? V1 was given as what? 400 milliliter. So it is ideal to convert from milliliter to what? Liter. That is 400 divided by 1000. Leave it, don't touch it. Then, it said if the pressure is changed to 4/10 of its or initial volume, what is the new volume of the gas? 4/10. What does that tell you? 4/10 of its initial volume. What is initial volume? This, right? Which is what? 400. 4/10 of its initial volume. 4/10 means 4 over what? 10. So which means that P2 becomes 4 over 10 times what? Initial volume, which is what? 400. So this will go into this. 4 times 4 is what? 16. 4 times 4 is what? 16. So 16, you have 0. That becomes what? 160 millimeter what? Mercury. I believe it is understood enough. They said 4/10 of the initial volume. And initial volume is what? 400. 4/10 means 4 over what? 10. So our P2 becomes 160 milliliter what? Mercury. He said, what is the new volume? Which is what? V2. We don't know what V2 is, do we? So slot in our parameters and you solve, you have your answer. So P1 from here is 750. Then V2, okay, then V1 is what? 400 divided by 1000. P2 is what? 160. V2 isn't what? Given. So this will go into this, this will go into this, this will go into this. Alright, so 75 times 4. 75 times 4, that should be, okay, so that is 280, right? Because 75 plus 75, we have, okay, 300, sorry. 75 times 4 is what? 300. So let's confirm that, please. 4 times 5 is what? 20. Put right 0, carry what? 2. 4 times 7 is 20. 28 plus 2 is what? 30. So it is correct. 300. So it means that everything here is what? 300. And you have this times it is what? 160 V2. So what do? Divide both sides by what? 160. This will go into this. So V2 is equals this into this. 30, excuse me please. So 30 divided by 16, I'll have 1.875 liter. So we solved in liter, so it becomes what? The unit becomes liter and not what? Milliliter. So this becomes the final answer. It is very easy. Just understand when you are to convert and when you are not to convert. Also understand the formulas you are to use whenever a question is given. Look at the variables. Is it volume to temperature? That becomes Charles law. Is it volume to pressure? That becomes what? Boyle's law. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that when I upload new content, you'll be notified by YouTube. Do have a wonderful day.